If you're looking for a great smart TV between 32 and 43 inches and you don't want to spend more than $250, then you're in the right place. Today, we're counting down the 6 best value-for-money smart TVs you can buy. Stick around until the end, because I'll show you the best 4K smart TV you can get at an unbelievably low price. Let's kick things off with number 6, the Xiaomi TV Pro, available in both 32 and 43-inch sizes. These are perfect if you're trying to spend as little as possible while still getting a solid TV. But be careful, because there's one important detail that most people don't know about, and it catches a lot of buyers by surprise. The smaller model comes with a 32-inch QLED panel that delivers those vibrant quantum dot colors, covering around 90% of the DCI-P3 color gamut. It runs Amazon Fire TV. You also get built-in Alexa, plus AirPlay support, so you can stream whatever you want straight from your iPhone. The sound is also better than you'd expect for a TV this size, thanks to 2 10-watt speakers with Dolby Audio. As for connectivity, it checks the important boxes with 2 HDMI ports, Bluetooth 5.0, and dual-band Wi-Fi. But here's the part that almost no review tells you: even though it's a QLED display, its resolution is only 1366 by 768, which means it's HD, not full HD. If you're using it as a second TV in the kitchen or a bedroom where you're sitting farther away, it'll do exactly what you need. But if you're sitting up close or planning to use it as your main TV, you'll definitely notice that the picture isn't as sharp as you'd probably like. Thankfully, the bigger Xiaomi TV Pro 43 completely fixes that problem by keeping the same QLED panel while upgrading to true 4K resolution. Both models offer excellent value for the money, but honestly, if the 43-inch version fits your space and your budget, I'd spend the extra $100. You'll get a larger screen and, most importantly, real 4K resolution. Taking the number 5 spot, we have the 32 and 40-inch models from Metz, a German brand that surprisingly still flies under the radar, even though they've been building TVs for decades. These are the kind of TVs where you look at the price and immediately think, there's no way that's right. They feature a QLED panel with full HD resolution, the full Google TV experience, built-in Chromecast, Google Assistant, and here's something worth pointing out, Bluetooth 5.1, which a lot of competing smart TVs in this price range still don't offer. They also include eye care technology with flicker-free performance and reduced blue light, which is a really nice bonus if you spend hours watching TV. The only real downside I can find is the so-called Wonder Audio. It sounds perfectly fine, but honestly, the name is more marketing than reality. If you're someone who really cares about sound quality, you'll probably want to add a soundbar. Coming in at number 4, we have these 32 and 43-inch smart TVs from TCL. On paper, they're actually very similar to the Metz models we just looked at. They feature a QLED panel with full HD resolution, a respectable 4000:1 contrast ratio, and HDR 10+ support. But I'm ranking them one spot higher because the overall ecosystem is simply more polished. Google TV runs incredibly smoothly, Chromecast works flawlessly, and TCL has a stronger track record when it comes to software updates and long-term app compatibility. That said, they're not perfect. The HDMI ports are version 1.4 instead of 2.0. That's perfectly fine for everyday use or casual console gaming, but it might feel a little limiting if you're a more demanding user. And available storage for apps is pretty limited, with only about 4 GB of usable space. So if you're the type of person who likes installing dozens of streaming apps, this probably isn't the best choice. But if I'm being completely honest, I wouldn't buy the 43-inch model, because at that price, you can get something significantly better. Kicking off the podium in third place, we have the 32 and 40-inch smart TVs from Hisense. The truth is, these are solid TVs from a brand with a great reputation, but there are a couple of important details that most people never hear about, and they could easily leave you disappointed after you buy one. Let me explain. They feature a full HD QLED panel, a clean bezel-free design, a dual position stand, and a voice remote that's genuinely easy and enjoyable to use. This is the kind of TV you buy knowing that a major brand is standing behind it with reliable customer support if anything ever goes wrong. and honestly, that's something that gives a lot of people extra peace of mind. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there are two important things you should know. First, these models run Hisense's own operating system called Vidya. It's fast, easy to use, and includes all the major streaming services like Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, and plenty of other popular apps. However, it's a much more closed ecosystem than Google TV, and some services, like Max, still aren't available. The second thing to keep in mind is that these entry-level Hisense models don't include Bluetooth. So if you're planning to connect wireless headphones directly to your TV, that's simply not going to be an option. That said, if that doesn't bother you too much, the 40-inch version is still one of the most affordable smart TVs you can buy today. That brings us to the runner-up, and this is where quite a few of you are probably going to be surprised, because we're looking at a 40-inch smart TV from none other than the Spanish brand TD Systems. Since it's not a well-known international brand, a lot of people tend to overlook it. But honestly, these TVs deliver incredible value for the money. In fact, I'm so confident in saying that I actually bought one myself. You get either a full HD or a QLED 40-inch panel, but the biggest highlight is the operating system. It comes with Tizen 8.0, the exact same official operating system used on Samsung TVs. Not a copy, not a look-alike, but the real Samsung software. That means you get a smooth, polished interface, Samsung TV Plus with tons of free live channels, and what impressed me the most, Samsung Gaming Hub. It lets you stream Xbox Cloud Gaming and GeForce Now without needing to own a console. And on top of that, it includes 3 HDMI ports, while almost every other TV we've looked at only offers 2, plus Bluetooth and a triple tuner. Simply put, it's the most complete smart TV in this entire ranking. Tizen fills the home screen with recommendations and promotional content, which can get a little annoying. And finally, taking the gold medal and the #1 spot, we have this TCL model, available in 43, 50, 65, and 70-inch sizes. It's the perfect choice if you're looking for outstanding picture quality without spending a fortune. While almost every TV we've covered so far tops out at full HD, this one makes the jump to true 4K UHD. It features TCL's AIPQ processor, which uses AI to optimize the picture scene by scene, MEMC technology that keeps sports and fast-moving action looking smooth, plus support for both HDR10+ and Dolby Vision. Yep, that's the same premium HDR experience you normally only find on much more expensive TVs, but here you get it at a much lower price. It also runs Google TV and includes AirPlay 2, Chromecast, Bluetooth 5.4, and for gamers, HDMI 2.1 with ALLM. That means it's fully ready to get the most out of a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X or Series S with ultra-low input lag. It also comes with 3 HDMI ports, a sleek bezel-free design, and an overall finish that looks far more premium than its price would suggest. So, does it have any downsides? Well, yes. To be fair, the built-in speakers only deliver 16 watts of power. You'll probably want to pair it with a soundbar. If you have any questions about any of these smart TVs, drop them in the comments below, and let me know which model was your favorite or which one you'd choose for yourself. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.